in terms of the pyramid and the Ponzi schemes, let's tackle the pyramid first. Most people don't realize it, but in working in any traditional company structure, you actually work in a pyramid.
So we came because at this point we understand the world and the working, so working smart is what we're looking for.
1,600 TT to get involved. You know, you think about it, we make a lot of investments in life. You know, sometimes if we have to rent a store in the mall, basically a space in the mall, upwards of $10,000 to restructure the store.
Now that I have seen, I plan to come into future meetings, go to different presenters, get a greater understanding, and encourage people to participate.
So, I'm here with Naren at Silhouettes Zorceology. You just had a big, well-attended event here. Naren, I don't really know much about this multi-level marketing stuff, and a lot of people are skeptical. Some people think pyramid, Ponzi, scam. What can you say to them to allay those fears?
Okay, well, first things first, you all will probably know me more for Zorce and car information. And just to explain where we got the concept of financial Zorceology from, that came from the section of the book called Zorceology, where we just explained how things work. And usually it was for like things like turbochargers or radiators, but we always had a section for financial Zorceology. Because once you're into cars, you need to know how to make some money, because turbos and stuff like that are pretty expensive. Right, so we had people like Gail from Venture Credit Union and a couple other banks that gave advice and so on over the years, and then we came across this system. Now, what is nice about this system is that this system is actually education. Okay, so what you are doing is basically enrolling into an online school to learn how to do forex trading. So this is not an investment company that is taking your money to do anything with it. They don't actually make any money on any trade investments that you do. All they do is they teach you how to do it. And in terms of the multi-level marketing, that part is an optional system that just allows you to benefit from recurring referral income. So basically, imagine if you went to KFC and you tasted something nice that they had, and you told all your friends and family about it. You know, when you go back to KFC, they wouldn't tell you, hey, boy, hold on to a little two-piece now, you know, we know you tell plenty of people about us and then we want to show our appreciation. That will ever happen. If you take something nice from Starbucks, same deal. You know, you will be referring indirectly marketing for these companies on a daily basis, but you get no reward. In this case, there's a system in place to track if you do refer people to the system and they are willing to reward you. And that's just their privilege. They're making enough money to put that system in place and offer you that. Now, in terms of the pyramid and the Ponzi schemes, let's tackle the pyramid first. Most people don't realize it, but in working in any traditional company structure, you actually work in a pyramid. Meaning that you don't make more money than your supervisor or your manager, and he or she in turn does not make more money than the boss or the managing director or the CEO, right? So in a case like that, you find very often people are in jobs where there's a ceiling. You know, they can't get past this position, they can't get promoted up to a certain level. Somebody has to probably die or retire before the position becomes available. So that sort of thing to me is the real pyramid. Now, the other part about a pyramid scheme is that it's actually outlawed, it's actually against the law. So in the US and internationally, companies are not allowed to exist with a pyramid scheme in place, which is to say what we call a traditional pyramid scheme, where the person who is in the middle or down at the bottom can never surpass somebody who is higher than them, and they can't ever reach the top. In this case, as we saw in the presentation tonight, we had Videsh, a student who signed up his teacher, Rajesh, and Videsh is now a Chairman 10, and Rajesh worked his way up from P600 to P2000 to P5000 and met Videsh at his rank, Chairman 10. So in this system, we actually allow people to progress and move up through the ranks based on the work that you put in, the number of referrals that you do. The system will reward you, and you're allowed to even go past the person who signed you up. So in that sense, it is absolutely not a pyramid.
Hi, so I'm here with Kesha, who I understand is your first time at this sort of meeting for iMarkets Live. What did you think?
It was really intriguing because hearing and seeing what happened in other like make money quick schemes, it was really reassuring to know that they have stability and they actually have online teaching available to help you grow within the company. So the benefits basically limitless.
Right. So I understand it's like a networking thing and a trading thing, two things in one.
Yeah.
So who like actually invited you down, and why did you come? Because what did they say to you to make you come down here? What convinced you to come?
Actually,
You don't have to say who it is, but why did you come?
a friend of a friend invited me, so the invitation was given to one of my friends and then she told us about it, so we came because at this point we understand the world and the working, so working smart is what we're looking for. So we're not looking for a get rich quick scheme, but we're looking for sustainable income to match and surpass what we have right now.
Right. So for you to get started in it, do you know what it takes? What is your next step if you want to get involved?
Yes, I can speak to the person who invited my friend, so we could sign up with them, or I could speak to any one of the people that were featured here tonight and just get some more information and sign up with them as well, because but they will be there to help along the way no matter what, because it's basically like a network / family, everybody making money together.
And how long do you think it might be before you actually started making money from when you sign up?
Like the day after.
Okay, so they give you an app and you could just start trading one time?
Yeah, because you go online and they have the live trainings that will actually tell you like when you could go on, when it's a good time to make money. So you basically have a wingman, kind of like a tutor helping you along your first few trading instances, and then you can do it on your own, network, get more people, and just build.
And from what you could see, you've got no fears about it being like a pyramid scheme, a Ponzi scheme, a scam, or anything like that. You're totally confident.
Yeah.
Hi, so I'm here with Raj, who was giving a very informative little speech at the end. I didn't see your speech at the beginning. On iMarkets Live, why you should get involved. And like, I must admit that I'm not really aware of how this thing works. But I did a little search, a little Google before I came out today, and it said, the first thing that came up on Google was, is it a scam? And when I clicked it, it said, no, it's not a scam, but it said it is unnecessarily expensive. What's your thoughts on that? How much is it? And I suppose that you're going to tell me more about how it works and the cost, but what's your thoughts on that?
Basically, to get started in IAM, it's known as IAM now, before it was iMarkets Live, it's 1,600 TT to get involved. The thing about it, we make a lot of investments in life. Sometimes if we have to rent a store in the mall, basically a space in the mall, upwards of $10,000 to restructure the store. We've got to take a loan from the bank to stock the store, right, and all these other things. Someone may not even purchase in the first 3 months, but we got a good product. At the end of 1 year, we are still paying back the bank. 1,600 TT, 225 US. It's affordable to a lot of people for an investment of this kind. Basically, when you start, you get the opportunity to get involved in the foreign exchange market. That is trading stocks, binary, commodities, forex, cryptocurrencies. We are going to educate you. We are going to take you through all the steps. When you begin to trade, you can start to trade with as little as 100 US. How much you can afford. It's not a typical smart man coming to ask you for all your money. What you do basically, what you can afford is what you trade, and we will educate you to build that over a period of time with the applications that we have available. Also, you have access to individuals like myself. I educate people in Europe. We have a space devoted to where you can come and get the education. So in the grand scheme of things, it's a relatively cheap price in the grand scheme of things to get started in this lucrative business. This is millionaire business. This is not for people with a broke mentality where, oh, do I have to spend $1,600 to start? We need to understand that this is an investment in our future, our children's future as well.
Okay. So that's the initial startup fee. Is there a monthly fee?
Yes, there's a monthly fee of 164 US, which comes up to 1,200 TT. Now people might ask, why do I spend that if I am not trading as yet? It's like anything else. You're going to a lessons teacher's class. you're passing your exams. Your exam is 6 months down the line. The question I ask people, would you not pay the lessons teacher every month? Or will you pay him when you pass your exams? Here what's happening. You're going to be educated by the best. You have the best applications. Pay the people at the end of the month. Understand, have the mindset that this is a business. And after a few months, what you spend monthly, you can make that in one trade. You can possibly make that in one trade. You've got the guidance to do that.
Okay.
Yeah?
So that monthly fee, like if I was to join under you, would that go to you or that goes to the company? How does that work?
That goes to the company.
Right.
You are paying for the products and services of the company.
Right.
You have access to all the groups that we have. You have access to the applications. You can add on any other application that you like as well. You know, for 20 US, it's totally up to you. We're going to guide you. You remember, you're signing with the company. You're not signing with an individual. This company is established in 120 plus nations. This is not the Trini smart man trying to get you involved in something. We are just drops of water in Niagara Falls. This is bigger than me and you.
How long have you been doing it?
I've been doing this business 2.5 years now.
You seem very happy when you was on the stage. I mean, most of the speakers did seem very happy, did seem very enthusiastic about this. So, yes, it's something that possibly you should really look into. What is the website? How do they get in touch?
Basically, you just go on to I Am Mastery Academy, and you're going to see the products and services that are available. I tell people, meet someone who is successful in the business. Meet someone, ask them questions. They're going to answer all your questions. Yeah, we got quite a number of people who are successful. You get in contact with them, and they're going to guide you every step of the way. They're going to actually bring you to me, people like myself. Yeah, and the reason why we are happy, understand the number one reason. We can make all the money in the world, but you see, helping individuals like yourself to make money, that is where the joy comes in. Helping other people to get out of the situation that they're in.
Yeah, I heard some big figures being quoted, so it does seem like an interesting thing to look into, at the very least. When's the next meeting?
I got presentations by me in Curepe. I live at Rapsey Street every Monday, so basically next week Monday in Rapsey Street in Curepe, I've got another presentation. I do trainings on a Tuesday by me. I've got a place devoted to I Am in Rapsey Street.
So social media, how can they find you, or phone number?
Yeah, basically my number is 273-2918. That's 273-2918. You can call or WhatsApp at any point in time, and I will respond.
Thank you very much, Rob.
Yeah, man.
Bless you. Hi, so I'm here with Clive, who has just been at the iMarkets convention here. They had a meeting. Clive, what did you think?
I think that the session was quite interesting, very informative, and it's give people an opportunity to at least find something to do, make use of their time, and at the same time empowering them to become more richer.
Okay, like if you was to search, like I did a little search before I came out here for iMarkets Live, and on Google, like the first search was, is it a scam? And so I clicked on it, and it's unnecessarily expensive. What do you think of their pricing scheme?
It's certainly not a scam, because this is something that exists in worldwide. It has been recognized. It's something new in Trinidad, but has been not so new at the same time, because it has been here for a few years. We have seen people who have empowered themselves and have become very richer than where they were before. So this is something that is work, is real, and it is possible. Anybody could do it.
So for you to get involved now, what do you need to do? Because you're not in it at the moment.
No, I'm not in it at the moment, but I had attended a previous session.
Right.
But today I am more convinced from the last time I attended, because I attended about 2 or 3 years ago. Now that I have seen, I plan to come into future meetings, go to different presenters, get a greater understanding, and encourage people to participate, because I would like to see everybody grow and become better than where they are 1 year, 2, 3 years ago.
Let's talk about the Ponzi scheme now. So, you're familiar with the name Alan Stanford?
Right, the cricket.
From Antigua, right? But yeah, the Stanford, what was it, T20 or the cricket series, and they used to run the Antigua Sun and the newspaper. So, Alan Stanford, I think right now got jailed for operating what was deemed to be a Ponzi scheme. And basically with a Ponzi scheme, what happens is you take money from some people to pay money to other people to fulfill an arbitrary promise that you made with regards to income. So it would be like this.
Borrowing pizza, robbing pizza to pay people.
That's right, that's right. So it would be like, Eric, if you give me $100 today, tomorrow I'm going to give you $200. But then I go and tell 5 other people the same thing, and I come and I pay you your $200, and I repeat this process until it gets to some huge sum of money, and then I run away with the people's money, and then the law comes after me. So that's what happens in a Ponzi scheme. In this case, what you are paying for is an actual product. You're paying for education, just like going to university, or just like going to Art Jack. So for instance, the money that we spend on the system in terms of the monthly fees, they would be comparable to if you had to go to Art Jack right now and sign up for the events management course. That is a $27,000 course that used to be gate funded, but now if you want to do it, you have to pay.
So once you become qualified, you stop paying, or does the payments continue?
The payments in this case continue. However, in the system, you may be able to learn enough to start generating income to cover the payments from as little as 6 months in. So whereas in Lockjack or in a university, you have to wait till you actually achieve the degree before you can get a job or start taking jobs that pertain to that degree, in this case, you might actually start making money earlier. Now, there are a few reasons why you would still want to pay and why you would still want to be on the system. One, there's the referral income that you'll want to earn. The only way to earn it is to pay your subscription fee.
That's the networking side of things.
That's the networking side. However, on the trading side, there are also a couple of really good reasons. One, you end up with being in the flow of information, of new information, new strategies, new applications, new methodologies to do trading that the brokers would not have caught on to yet. Right? So you're at the forefront of the information. You get the latest strategies, you get proper training on the latest strategies. The most successful strategies are usually turned into apps or programs that you can get access to, right? So that keeps you ahead of the game. I am actually really worried about people who just decide, okay, I'm going to go on the internet and just find information about trading and I'm going to teach myself trading.
Well, this isn't like stocks, this is Forex, which apparently Forex is even more difficult to trade than stock.
That's right. That's right. Forex is one of the most volatile markets in the world. However, it is also the most liquid market in the world. We are talking about 5.3 trillion. So trillion means 12 zeros, right? Literally all the money in the world being traded daily as companies and national economies do business with one another. This money is moving around the world. And what we do as traders is take advantage of the incremental movements in the value of the currencies as the trade is being done. So we actually learn to trade in relation to the news, in relation to reports that come out on economic performance, in relation to world events, as well as in relation to technical analysis.
So how long have you been doing this?
Me personally, almost 2 years, about a year and 10 months now.
So you started at what rank?
No
beginning.
Just as a customer, no platinum 0. So not making any money at all from networking. And I, to be honest, I was not really interested in the networking side. I knew that I had a network with Zorce, so I would be foolish not to attempt to use it. So I put a few feelers out there, but I really didn't aggressively pursue the networking side. I was more interested in learning how to trade and developing the skill and proving it to myself that it would work. When I was satisfied with that, then I became more open to say, okay, let me give the networking thing a try. And I was able to get training from my uplines and with strategies and so on as to how to approach that. Now, I mean, I was already past the point of saying, well, public speaking, because we do that all the time when we do interviews. And I was already past the point of talking to strangers, because with Zorce, we always do that anyway. So in a sense, I had a little bit of a head start compared to, quote unquote, the average person. But we have training that applies to all aspects of the activities. The networking side, if you want to do it, a lot of my friends who sign up, they don't really want to do the networking part. They don't want anyone to know that they're doing trading. They just want to take their money that they've saved up. Some of them have really good paying jobs, and they want to be able to multiply that money in the same way that financial institutions and banks do.
So in the 2 years, what rank are you now?
Now I am at P600.
What does that mean exactly?
that means that I will earn 600 US every month as a residual income once I maintain the same level, the same number of subscribers or higher.
So for you to get to P600 in 2 years, have you been doing that aggressively or casually or what?
I would say casually, and really and truly, that rank only came within the last 3 months, because that was the length of time that I decided, okay, let me give the networking side a real try now.
So Raj, for example, who you said has now surpassed the person who introduced him to it.
Correct. Yeah.
How long did it take him to become a P600 if he was doing it seems aggressively?
I think he would be in about just over 2 years now, maybe like 2 years, 6 months.
But he's a P what now?
He is chairman 10. Chairman 10. So that means that he makes 10,000 US dollars in US, not paid in TT, every month. Right? So this is something that the average person can do because of the fact that the networks in Trinidad are relatively new. We only have 6,000 people signed on to the system in Trinidad and Tobago right now. So the market is wide open for somebody to grow into the networking side if they wanted to do that.
So this is US currency?
Correct.
And how do you get that? What, is it stored in a US bank or what?
Yes, that income is paid. You have a couple of options. It could be paid into a holding account, what we call a credit wallet, which would allow us to facilitate transactions where people pay us in TT and then we would pay for them in US from our credit wallet, which means that we're not actually draining the Trinidadian foreign exchange by doing so. Also, you can get paid on a Visa debit card. Right, so you have that option where you can apply for the card and your funds will be transferred to the card, and you could go to a TT ATM and pull out TT, or you could go to a US ATM when you travel and pull out your US.
So how do they get involved if they want to get involved?
Just give me a call. All right, just come to one of the meetings like this one we had here at Silhouettes. We have a regular meeting at Rapsy Street in Curep, just a few buildings away from Spotlight Bar, right, which is a very popular spot as well.
I don't know it.
Rapsy.
So what's your number and what's your social media? How do they get in touch?
Right, so what you can do is look for Financial Zorceology online. You can contact me, WhatsApp on 727-7248. Send me a message on Facebook. However you want to communicate is fine with me. If you want to catch us on Instagram, look for Zorce Magazine on Instagram. Send me a direct message. Anything like that can work. All right?
Naren, thank you very much for your time. When's the next event?
Next event is actually this week. We'll be at Movie Town. Right, we'll be at Movie Town at the conference center. So that's in the back where all the restaurants are. Just go up to the third level. You can call me and arrange. I will make arrangements for you to come to the event if you want to come to the event. It starts at 7 o'clock, just like this one. Similar presentation. We'll give you the information. You have an opportunity to ask any questions that you want. And if you decide that you like it, we know how to help you.
Why don't you have many press at your events? Because I'm the only press guy here, really.
We just didn't invite anybody, you know, because for us.
Why?
Part of it is that you have to manage the growth of it. I mean, you don't want to have a mass media exposure for an event this size. And that's something that I actually learned in Arthur Lockjack with the events management side. If you over promote, then you end up in a situation like what happened to us at Red Bull Flugtag. Remember how much traffic we had to go to that event?
Yeah, but that was fantastic.
Yeah, it was a fantastic event. We totally enjoyed that. We built a plane and we flew it up into the water. That was fun. But, you know, that event kind of showed me that, okay, you have to manage the promotion that you do for the size of the event. So this one, we knew we were getting a good response already. But we have a national event coming up, a regional event, which is the Vision 2020 Caribbean event. That's going to be held at the Hyatt. That one is going to get the mainstream press, and that one is going to get press advertising, because that's a convention, which is the national size event, which is going to hold 4,000 or 5,000 people in the auditorium. The big one in Hyatt. They're going to, this time they're going to use the Center of Excellence, right? So those are the two venues where we can hold that volume of people.
Naren, thank you very much for your time.
All right, you're welcome. Thanks for coming, Eric. And I hope to see you guys at a presentation soon. Remember, just look for Financial Zorceology on Facebook and we'll get you set up.